Today's AskReddit post. What is something legal that you're extremely addicted to? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started. The internet. I know, I bet everyone reading this is on the internet right now. You don't know that. How dare you make that assumption? Buying poop I don't need. Sugar. That poop is extremely addictive. As a diabetic I feel you. Help me. Shopping. Sounds ridiculous, but I don't remember the last time I didn't spend money for a whole 24 hours. Definitely working on it. But spending money can definitely become a problem. Video games. Took me 15 years to figure out how to balance video games and life. Now I play video games a few hours a month, but still spend too much time on Reddit. I've replaced my video game addiction with a social media addiction, and honestly, I wish I could get into video games again. Social media is sincerely affecting my mental health way worse. Chocolate. It's a problem. I need to stop, but I'm pretty much addicted. Because without it, days are horrible. Mayo, I live next to a chocolate factory and it smells delicious most days out of the week. No desire for chocolate, even though I enjoy the smell. You would die, haha. I used to work next to a McCormick spice plant. The smell changed every few days. Spicy, herby, etc. It was so strong some days I couldn't eat my lunch. Alcohol and Reddit FFS. How the duck is this the 150th response? I've seen 2 top level comments saying they are addicted to Burt's Bees lip balm and nobody has mentioned ducking alcoholism. Seriously. Social media. Oh yes. I'm personally very addicted to this app called Reddit. Don't know if you've heard about it. It's the same dumb comment every time this comes up. Sup, Reddit isn't why people say unalive when they mean dead, suicide, or kill. When people these days refer to social media, they're referring to those platforms and not this poopty site. Anything that clears my sinuses. Pause. Vaporub. Albus. It's like walking through a wintry forest, but in my nose. Alcohol. I haven't had any in 24 years. But it's best practice to assume that I'm still addicted. 24 years is no small feat, and that's a great practice. Awesome job. Everything. I'm an extreme addict. Anything I do, I end up doing to the maximum. 3 drinks one night a week rapidly becomes 200 drinks in a week. Diets turn into anorexia. Quitting a diet becomes a binge eating disorder. I take up horticulture, learn how to propagate, and literally bring home 500 plants in one day. I start reading again and suddenly, I have no time for anything else, because I'm tearing through a whole Rubbermaid of library books a week. You don't even want to know what an all-consuming issue my intercourse drive, caffeine habit and nicotine addiction are. I feel like you can become a master at something if you get addicted to skills and whatnot. You should start picking up random skills, like instruments and stuff. Weed, in my state. For real. Weed is so strong now. Once you get a habit it's tough to break. This is a great point. Are there strains that are milder and remind more of the old school strains? Food. I've got a terrible food addiction that's comparable to my 600-pound life type of addiction. It's a real duck and monkey on my back. I don't like to talk about it on here much though, because then I get a bunch of commenters on here telling me how unhealthy that is, etc. I know. For Christ's sake. I know. In a ho. I hope everyone's having a nice day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Pizza. So true. I freaking love everything about it. Tobacco, but it's not the nicotine, because when I quit a few years back I had both patches and gum which I didn't touch after the first few days, but the physical act of smoking, whether it be cigarette or pipe, is what I craved. Vaping, with and without nicotine, also didn't satiate that craving. I love the taste, smell and ritual of smoking tobacco products. Same. I'm a recovering heroin addict, yet I still have trouble not smoking cigarettes. Over 2 years ago I successfully quit probably the most devastating illegal addiction a person can have. But I still can't stop buying $12 packs of cigarettes a couple times a week. Sleeping. This farming dreams is more fun than my day to day. Would sleep forever if I could. Caffeine in my iPhone. Literally on my phone as I make coffee. Literally on my phone upvoting your comment as I drink coffee. Coffee. I need that magic bean juice. Coke Zero. I swear to God they know this addicting, and it's a massive secret. I know another guy addicted to it too, and he said the same. When we discovered we were both hooked. I'm not even joking. I truly believe there is something addicting in Coke Zero. Same. I don't know if it's just the taste or if there's some ingredient, but I'm addicted to Coke Zero. I didn't grow up drinking soda so was never a huge fan, but damn Coke Zeros are addictive to me lol. Really weird online games like Candy Crush, Solitaire, this water bottle game where you have to match the colors. Beginning to feel like I'm only addicted BC. It gives me a false sense of accomplishment lol, gotta work on that ASAP. I go through phases. Homescapes is my current obsession. When I get unlimited lives, I'm stuck for those 2 hours. But I do go weeks without playing and still live my life. I often play while I'm doing cardio at the gym lol. Being overly polite to the wrong people. Lol. It's the worst. Especially when you know you're actively being taken advantage of, but you can't overcome the innate compulsion to be friendly and accommodating. Yeah, but retribution comes easy when a guy like me stops talking to you, unless it's 1 to 2 word answers all monotone. It tends to eat people up or at least get them to know that you ain't annoying unless you want to. It's just how I like being treated and was raised with the golden rule and still have the power to take it seriously. The hokey pokey. But I turned myself around. That's what it's all about. Upon reading this, I found myself singing and clapping. Made me giggle. Thanks for that. Addictions. I solve one just to replace with another. I solve one just to replace it with another. And then I also fall back on the original addiction. So now I have one more addiction. Blasting guitar music into my ears at full volume until I eventually turn deaf. I'm doing it right now. You will not just go deaf. You will get tinnitus, which is much worse. Source: was in your position 30 years ago. I'm developing tinnitus, and I'm not even getting the pleasure of blasting loud guitar music in my ears. Good ol' kratom. Same. But poop, I quit nicotine drinking and it's been like 5 years since I've touched fentanyl, so I'll take it. Edit. Oh god, this kratom thing may be getting out of hand. Do not mix with porn. Quit smoking. Still using nicotine pouches, but also quit OxyContin, and I'm currently using kratom to curb drinking. Good on you, friend. I'm proud of you and wanted to share my similar experience. Chapstick. It's a lifelong addiction. Yes. Ever since high school 20 plus years ago, I always carry some with me, reapplying it throughout the day. Keep a stick at my desk, one on my nightstand, pants pocket, coat pocket, satchel. I feel like without it, I would crumble into dust. I only need to reapply after meals and in the morning/before bed, but I do need to have one with me at all times. I can't stand the feeling of my lips being dry. Gummy worms. Magic the Methodic Gathering. Been playing cardboard crack since 1995. Tea. Yorkshire tea preferably. Saving pictures of cats on my phone. I have over 2,000. I don't even like cats that much, I just like seeing 2,000 pictures of cats and giggling about the sheer magnitude of cats. Mayo. Cats are amazing. Best kind of addiction. Being alone. Nothing. The joy I get from knowing I don't have to do anything, and it's slowly killing me. I'd think that once you realize you're not actually required to do anything, your likelihood of stress-related death would decrease. Phone. This is probably the most prevalent answer here. Reddit. I have a novel to write, so I downloaded Limit to stop me going on Reddit. Then I needed a beta reader. What's the only place to get a decent beta reader? Oh, yeah. There you are, like the dealer just hanging on my street corner. Damn you, Reddit. Coca-Cola. Lemon juice. I drink a large bottle of lemon juice per week and have for as long as I can remember. I get sour attacks and can't function until I drink something sour. I will leave work or get out of my warm comfy bed in the middle of the night to drive to the store to buy lemon juice if an attack strikes and I'm out and don't have a substitute like vinegar, salad dressing or pickle juice to drink to tide me over. Close bracket. This is weird and not awful. I kind of love it. Overthinking. Brake fluid. But I can stop anytime I want. I used to be addicted to soap. I'm all clean now. Buying a bunch of poop on Amazon knowing if I don't like it, I can return it, then never returning it. Porn. Scrolled too far for this. Diet Coke. Scrolling Reddit on my phone. Kratom. Fixer-upper men. One after the other despite my best efforts. Once you realize that 95% of people will not put in the work on themselves and have no real desire for actual growth and change, you'll find that focusing on yourself and your personal growth will attract people who are on the same wavelength. I used to be the same. Now I'm in a relationship with someone who works on themselves as much as I do. I took a few years to be single and went into therapy and just figured out who I was outside of a relationship. I used to always fit myself to the other person. I don't do that anymore. There is hope. The Sims. I invest more time into my Sims' futures than my own. TikTok. Not gonna be legal for much longer. Fizzy water. The freedom of leaving my home and coming back when I wish. Pickles. I legit start to go through withdrawal if I haven't had any for 3+ days. In unrelated news, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure at 19. My wife. I'm also addicted to this guy's wife. Bro, you actually watched the whole video. I'd give you a high five if I was a human. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more great content. See you next time.